decent first game, but a lot of improvement needed. We did play a program that was kind of going through a rebuild, redo kind of deal, and I thought they played hard and did well, but I think over time, we're going to get challenged more with blocking and in all phases of our game and coverage and speed of the players, et cetera. But again, a lot of respect for those guys bouncing back. I know their coach there is success. They'll do well down in Northwestern State, so we wish those guys the best. There's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad, and that's kind of the nice deal in first games you always have for sure. Everybody says you make a lot of improvement from week 1 to week 2. The real deal is you try as much as you can to facilitate game situations, but it's not the game until you get all the surrounding stuff and the stress and the distractions and the ability to process quickly in the heat of the battle when there's a little bit more on line. You make a mistake in practice and you get beat, 100 people see it. You do it in the game, a lot of people see it, so it just leads to more stress. So guys got to learn how to handle that, manage that. So we could clean up a lot of things. It's always nice to have success, but I think we're fooling ourselves if we don't realize that we got to play a lot better in a lot of areas. You can take those mathematical numbers and skew them. I appreciate the comment that 62 is a lifetime, but I've scored 70 about 4 or 5 times. So in my lifetime, 62 wasn't very good for an opener. So I'm used to 79 and 77 and 73 and not trying to run scores up. We talked about the quarterbacks didn't throw. We weren't trying to run the score up. The game had gotten out of hand. The 2 kick returns at the end, our fumble punt and our kickoff return, took away a few offensive snaps that could have created a few more natural football plays for some of those guys to play. But in reality, a lot of work to improve on. We were able to watch it last week, Friday. Saturday was off. We came in Sunday, got a start. And then typically Monday here's a huge class day. Well, we didn't have classes yesterday, so we made it a practice day. That's typically our off day. We're taking the day as off. We were able to go out yesterday and have a very long, good practice, good meeting time, a physical practice, get the base of the game plan, being a day ahead. And now we got to make sure we don't get out of rhythm. Of course, we haven't been in rhythm yet with the Thursday night game and coming off a preseason and the heat and all that deal. But like where we're at as we start, not that we're ahead, I just think we've been able to see some things, and we're challenging our players to be mature enough to realize that no matter what the numbers were for you, we can play much better. And that doesn't mean the scores are going to be anything like that ever again. We're going to have a very, very hard challenge on the road. I don't think we've had very good success on the road. A lot of times, most teams don't. If you go 500 on the road, a lot of times you got a chance to be a winning team. So we got to figure out how to win on the road. Arkansas State, second week in a row. They had a close game. They played one of the best teams in FCS, a team that talent-wise probably has talent as good or better than our team has at certain positions, and maybe doesn't have the depth or the backups because of limited scholarships. But they played a strong team. They were able to pull a victory. They went to a bowl game last year. I know Coach Jones, know him well, know his staff. A lot of respect for those guys. So to me, this is going to be a tough game. Again, looking forward to the week of prep, and just looking forward to going over and seeing week 2 on the road as we start this season. How good are we on the road? We handled the first one okay. We should have. Now we'll see if we're strong enough and mature enough to go on the road and play competitive football and play winning football on the road. So great opportunity, and like our start, like the way we practice, but we got a lot of work to do with the young team.